4, 3, 2, 1.
What's
Brandon?
up?
I love you, brother. How you been,
too, bro? Doing good, dude.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We're back, guys. We just want to first of all thank you guys for all the support you've been giving us.
Facts.
You know, we're going to keep this going. Episode 2. We decided to just put one out tonight. We were feeling good. I'm going to just start this off right now by saying tonight has been crazy. Okay? Me and Brandon. So earlier, right now it's about 12 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
And it was around, what, 8 o'clock tonight?
Yeah, we filmed.
We filmed the full episode. A whole hour. And so me and Brandon, you know, we're feeling good. We're all happy. And we go to check the phone.
Dead.
Dead. Totally dead. And so Brandon turns back on his phone. Everything's gone. And we just both look at each other like, dang, man. You know, it was hard because we had a lot of... We got deep, man. We had a good conversation. And we were debating, like, not putting one out tonight. We were just like, you know, should we wait till next week? And we thought about it, huh?
Yeah.
We had to dig deep, and we decided to go visit my friend Song, huh?
Yeah, Song.
My good friend from China. He was having a going away party. He's leaving Hong Kong.
Yeah.
And we didn't know he was leaving until we got there, huh?
Yeah, you said I'm going to Hong Kong.
Yeah, we show up and it's like the biggest cultural get-together you've ever seen, huh?
It was like just so cool to be in that environment. Like no one's judging each other, just everyone from different cultures. And
I think there was every country there.
dude, there was a lot.
Yeah, I think I was the only American.
Oh.
Well, I didn't like that. I was like the only white person. No, but everyone's from India, everyone's from Europe, they're all foreign exchange.
Yeah, which is cool to see, just like how we all like interact as human beings, dude. Like
that was true.
That was just like everyone in one building or one place, just no judging, just everyone having a good time, laughing. No fighting.
How many friends did we make, dude? I didn't run into anyone who was like, what is this person doing here?
Exactly.
Like they were all happy. They're like, how do you know Song? You know?
You're all school.
Yeah, we all pretty much know each other through like UNM, but I felt like that brought did that bring life back into you? Just going there for a little bit and hanging out?
Yeah, because after the phone died, we were just bummed out.
We were so hurt. We were so hurt. But you know what? Me and you both talked and we're like, we can't let this ruin our night.
Nope.
We can't. I don't care if we have to pull an all-nighter. We're going to grind it out, dude.
We will,
you know what?
bro.
It's more than just me and you, man. This movement we got going, it's everyone.
Facts.
And we don't want to let everyone down.
No.
You know?
We can't let ourselves down in this.
We can't let ourselves down. I wouldn't have went to bed with peace in my heart.
Oh, dude, either.
You know what I mean? And now that we came back, like now that we're doing this again, and now that I feel even better, dude.
Oh, dude, I feel like rejuvenated.
I feel like I got my second wind.
Woo! Yeah.
So, yeah, we feel good. We decided to go with the Zia painting tonight.
The 5-0 Filthy, baby.
5-0 Filthy.
Go.
This was actually the first canvas painting that I ever painted. My girlfriend at the time, she convinced me to go to one of those beer paint nights. What is it?
Yeah.
It's like a wine and paint night, but this one was different.
Beer.
It was at Tractor. Yeah, so it was beer and luckily, dude, we were painting Zias, dude. That's like the coolest thing. Some people go to those and they paint like a unicorn, and it's like, what am I gonna do with that canvas? You know what I mean? So we're going and we're doing Zias, dude, and dude, crazy story about this. So whenever we were like doing this, right? Like whenever we were getting started, the instructor, you know, everyone's getting ready to paint, and all the canvases are white. And it's like a comedy show, you know? He's getting everyone talking. It's actually pretty fun, dude. And he tells everyone, I'm going to be doing my painting, and I want you guys to you know, I'm gonna guide you guys on how to do it. He's like, but don't be afraid to be creative. You know? Don't be afraid to do something different. And he was like encouraging that, you know? Like that was like the main thing. And so anyways, we're doing this, man, and we were done with the Zia and all that, and I started putting black on the outside. I started doing black on the trim, and the instructor like stops her. He's like, wait. He like put me on the spot. He's like, stop. He's like, what are you doing? He's like, don't put black. He's like, you're ruining it. He's all, that looks, don't do that.
Yeah.
And I just stopped for a second, and I look at my girlfriend, and I'm like, did he really just tell me that?
Yeah.
You know? But I told her, I was like, I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, this guy ain't the boss of me. If it looks good to me, if I ruin it, I ruin it.
Yeah.
And so I ended up going along, man, and I put the fading and the outside, and I think I like the way it came out.
I think it looks sick.
It gives it like that rustic look, you know?
Yeah, it gives it just like another edge.
And I, like, in my head, I was like wanting to draw as much focus towards the middle as possible. So by putting black on the outside, it kind of hones in. It's like looking through like a, like, I don't know. I just thought it made it look a little bit like
all the great minds will get called crazy, bro.
Dude, we've been painting lately. I got I got you to do your first canvas.
Dude,
tell me about that, Brandon.
Bro, it was at first it was hard because it's just like I've never painted before.
Mm-hmm.
But once like we put on music, just get to go, and I was painting away. My mind just kept going.
Brandon turned into like Picasso. Once we started playing music, Brandon like got up out of his chair, started throwing paint on the wall. I got paint on my face. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? What do you think this is? Yeah. There was paint on my wall. I'm like, hey, bro, calm down, all right? I know you're feeling the song. But that's a good form of expression, right?
I feel like a lot came out just creatively drawing.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not the best, of course, but just like to try something like that.
For sure.
Cool. And it was just crazy to see, like, it puts your mind, like, music, how it affects your mind when you're doing something like that.
You were telling me, too, because, well, remember when we tried it, like, without music? We didn't even think to put music on, and you were, like, real hesitant. You're like, I don't know, like, if I'm doing this right, like, and you were being, like, kind of...
Yeah.
I could notice you just didn't want to, like, mess it up. And then once we started playing, like, some wavy jams, dude, you were just, like... All of a sudden, it was just like the music was telling you what to do.
Yeah.
And you ended up making like a really good piece, man. For your first piece, it was like pretty awesome.
I think, and it's crazy how that happens with everything. Music, if you listen to headphones, like how you talk about, like on the mountain, snowboarding. There's like you'll have one jam that's slow and you just want to look and just cruise. And then like the next thing you know, switch on your shuffle and you're just jamming out and you just turn your phone down.
All of a sudden, a Rob Zombie song comes on and you're pushing skiers out of the way. That's what happens to me, man. If I hear like a Kendrick Lamar song or something, it's over. I'm pushing kids out of the way.
Some Suicide Boys, y'all. Just looking for headhunting on the mountain, bro.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
It's like if you're ever like in a down mood or anything, just throw some headphones on and it could totally change your day like that.
Like nothing, yeah, dude.
Don't you think?
I think so. Even if you're having a good day and you hear that like one sad song, you're just like, damn.
I know. Skip.
Yeah, skip. I know where that one takes me.
Yeah, it could go both ways, right?
Yeah.
Like you could be all cheerful and all of a sudden you hear that song that reminds you of your ex-girlfriend. You're like, oh.
You'll rip.
Yeah, dude, for real. So, I don't know, Brandon, let's talk about some trending topics. What's going on in the world today? What's something big that's happening that everyone's talking about?
Epstein, dude.
Epstein. Jeffrey Epstein. The old son of a gun.
Hey, dude, that whole thing is just crazy, bro. That whole situation with everything.
Yep.
All the theories going on involved.
I know. For those of you guys that don't know, like Jeffrey Epstein, he's, I don't know how he's famous, actually. I don't know what he's famous for. He's just super wealthy. He's one of the wealthiest people on the planet. And, well, let's go like way back, I guess, to like whenever he first... So Epstein, like in 2016, I think.
Yeah.
I think it was before Trump got elected.
It was roughly around that time.
It was around that time. He got in trouble for like child sex trafficking. That's mainly what he's like got in trouble for now. But in the past, I think they like narrowed down his sentence.
Yeah.
And so he did his time or whatever. They like made a plea deal, and he only had to do like 2 years.
Yeah.
And it was like a petty 2 years in prison. It was like Wolf of Wall Street. Like you know how on Wolf of Wall Street, like Jordan Burroughs is like playing tennis and in his prison, and it's like not even, you know what I mean? And so he did like a stupid 2 years, basically not even in prison.
Yeah.
And so the case was closed, whatever. Supposedly, the New York police, the people who confiscated his laptop in the first place, it's still there, and they didn't want to give it up to the FBI. And I guess it's been there. Like it's been a big feud. And the FBI's been wanting to get it. And you know how shady the FBI is, dude.
Yeah.
You know, like once they get that, you know, they might be connected to Epstein. All of a sudden, everything disappears. And these people, these policemen in New York, whatever.
Yeah.
Supposedly, whatever was on that laptop was like indescribably like the worst thing that they've ever seen.
Damn.
Like with children, like just horrible stuff. And so they refused to give it up because they wanted it to be, they didn't want.
Yeah. To lose.
They didn't want to take a chance of it going into someone else's hands and it being lost. You know what I mean? And so, anyways, he did his time. All of a sudden, his case got reopened, right?
Yeah.
His case just recently got reopened, and they're finding out all this crazy stuff, dude. Like with child sex trafficking, like major stuff, dude. And the craziest thing about all this is his connections. He's connected to everyone. And all these people, all these, like this guy had this private island.
Yeah.
Epstein had this private island. Forgot the name of it. But super shady, dude.
That's so sick.
Like it had a temple. Bro. It had a weird temple on his island. And it looked like a sacrificial temple, dude. It was like some weird like Indiana Jones Temple of Doom type stuff,
dude, that's
bro.
Some whack stuff.
Yeah, man. And so there's all these people that were going to this island with him.
Yeah.
Like there's so many people, and supposedly this is like where all the dirty stuff happened.
Yeah, and
like at this private island, like there was girls that were. He had people working for him that were recruiting all these young girls and flying them out there, and who knows what, dude.
You have to be like sick, dude. Sick in the mind to do stuff like that.
So
bro.
bad, dude. I can't even imagine. Like that's dark. It's
bro.
like some like demonic type stuff, dude.
And like,
but.
Wasn't it like, didn't Bill Clinton fly out there like 32 times or something?
Yeah.
36 times or something.
Dude,
crazy.
yeah. Bill Clinton flew, they call it the Lolita Express. If you guys get on YouTube, just look up the Lolita Express. That's basically what they called his trip to the island. The flight, like that was the only flight that you could take to his island. And they're looking at the flight records, and there's like major power players that were going. Bill Clinton, you're right. Bill Clinton went like 22 times in 1 year, dude.
Damn.
22 times? Bill Clinton's known for being a freaking weirdo, dude.
Yeah.
So you're telling me like he was just going there to just go have a beer? Like, you know, come on, dude. Like if any person with half a brain like can connect the dots. And so that kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kevin Spacey was on there like 15. Like there's so many people, major players. And so by Epstein getting caught and his case getting reopened, all these people around him are in trouble. Yeah. You know? And so he was in prison, and long story short, Epstein got killed in prison.
Dude, just the way he died, like on suicide watch. Like you're
24-hour suicide watch. Yeah. What were all the holes that you were saying? What was what you were saying?
There was one where it was like, so I don't know how just this glitch and the security cameras happens when everything happens.
Right at the time.
Right at the time he dies, and there's 3 COs that get off of shift 3 hours early that night.
Like the people that were guarding him?
The corrections officers. So like, there's...
Come on, dude. Come on. If you're like an investigator and you hear those 3 things, it's like, would you be like, oh yeah, case closed? Yeah. He definitely killed himself, and they just so happen to be...
Exactly.
All those things just so happen to be right at that same time. And remember I told you, dude, like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, you said he's gonna die.
I said, this guy, they're going to have him, he's not going to make it to trial.
No.
I said, they're going to find a way to kill this guy. He's going to get suicided. Something's going to happen. And you agreed with me, huh?
Yeah, I was like, yeah, probably.
Once we found out all the people he's connected to, because this is a major...
This is big.
This could have opened up the floodgates to all these people that we think are so awesome.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And sure enough, dude, homeboy got hung. Or actually, they haven't reported how he died yet.
Yeah, I don't think.
He shot himself 7 times in the back of the head.
Some crazy stuff.
Yeah, he made a gun.
Rip.
Dude, the news is so stupid, man.
Oh.
And what the news is actually saying, or what they were saying even before Epstein died, is they were trying to connect Epstein to Trump.
Yeah.
They were like, look. He was Trump was at the, or what's his name? Epstein was at the Mar-a-Lago all these times, and look, here's video of them looking at girls together. Look, because Trump had his little party place called the Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah. And
that was when Trump was like big balling, like a playboy guy. Like he was just like the man, you know what I mean? And so he had like all the playboy chicks there, and he would just throw big old parties. And Epstein, of course, he had all the major power players going. And so there was a couple times where Epstein was there, and they're looking at chicks, whatever.
Yeah.
And so they're trying to connect Trump with him, right?
So bad.
But what the news isn't reporting, and this is facts, is that Trump actually banned Epstein from the Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah.
You know, Epstein was going for a little bit, and Trump must have seen some shady stuff. He must have done something weird where Trump was like, dude, you're not allowed here ever again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so not only that, but Trump also he openly on record gave information to the FBI about Epstein.
Yeah.
Because they were already going through an investigation, and Trump openly, like...
Yeah, like, this is...
He spoke about it.
Yeah.
So, like, we were talking about this, like, why would you throw someone under the bus that you're connected to that could possibly bring you down?
Exactly. There's, like, that's just putting the... Like, Trump's always been on the hot seat his whole term.
Mm-hmm.
So why would he try to get himself back on that hot seat?
It makes no sense.
Doesn't, yeah, no.
It makes no sense, dude. And so, I don't know, man. I think it's just weird. And you know what's crazy is, like, today on Twitter, like, the #1 trending thing was Clinton body count.
Dude, that's so sketchy, bro. Like, think about all the hot water the Clintons get out of, bro. Like, they should be, you know what I'm saying?
It's weird, dude.
Weird.
It's
What were we talking about, that guy?
They have 20, like, if you guys are, like, not sure what we're talking about, or you think we're crazy, watch the Clinton Chronicles.
Oh, yeah.
On YouTube. It was made in, like, the 90s. There's been plenty of other people that have freaking passed away after that are all, and they're all connected to, like, cases that are going towards the Clintons.
Damn.
You know what I mean? They're all, it's weird. You guys just have to watch it for yourself,
Yeah.
and you guys make your own judgment.
Yeah.
You know? I've seen enough, like, stuff on them. I've been observing. They've been involved in too much shady stuff for me to trust them.
Oh, yeah.
That's just me. You guys might trust them, and you might think that they're the best thing ever, but, like,
they're evil.
I don't think they're good at all, man.
What's his name?
If you look at all the stuff that's involved in Arkansas, whenever Bill Clinton was president,
Oh, yeah.
they said that was where all the cocaine was coming from in the 80s.
Yeah.
Was from Arkansas. Have you watched that movie with that Tom Cruise is in?
Yeah.
What's it called?
Oh, I forgot, but we're talking about it where Tom Cruise is get arrested, and you see, like, a figure come, like a power.
He's the governor.
Yeah, the governor come, and just like, no, you can't arrest him.
Yeah, there's a part in that movie, huh? The police finally catch Tom Cruise, and he's, like, smuggling all this stuff, and they have him all arrested, and Tom Cruise is all cocky. He's like, in about 2 minutes, he's like, the governor's gonna walk through here and tell all you guys you're stupid and let me walk free. He's like, bet me. And they're like, you're stupid. And they show the governor, sure enough, because he was working for the governor.
Yeah.
And who was the governor at that time? Bill Clinton. And there's even a case on that, like, where there was 2 teenagers, because he used to make drops.
Yeah, in the plane.
Yeah, so he would drop, like, the cocaine, like, in big giant crates.
Imagine that.
Over the fields in Arkansas. And then whoever would go get it, and they would distribute it. Distribute it. What did I say?
Yeah, distribute it. WD-40.
Oh my gosh. I always call Brandon out whenever he says stuff wrong. And you do the same. It's fun.
Yeah. Well,
the other day, you're like, DW40. Did you mean to say WD-40?
Rip.
Yeah, dude. So
No,
what were we saying? Oh, yeah.
yeah.
So there's these 2 kids that they stumbled upon one of those drops. And they found, like, the big old huge bricks of cocaine in the fields. You know what I mean? They were just, like, out, like, doing whatever,
Yeah.
teenagers. And supposedly, all of a sudden, like not too long after that, the teenagers got ran over on train tracks, both of them.
Damn, bro. That's so sketchy, man.
Like, because they had, you know what I mean? If that would have came out, then they would be screwed.
Yeah.
You know? And, you know, like, kill the mockingbird before it sings, dude. That's how the Clintons play ball, dude. And that's probably why they've gotten up so high, is because they just play ball.
They know how to play the game.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. It's interesting to see how... And I think the Clintons are, like, they're low-hanging fruit.
Yeah, they're like the puppets of the big guys.
I think they're like the bad guy. Like, the Clintons, they're going to go down eventually. I'm calling it right now. I think they're going to just finally throw them under the bus. But they're just like the branches, dude. Like, the people that are really in control are the people with the most money, and we're talking like the families that own the Federal Reserve.
Yeah.
And the Federal Reserve, for those of you guys that don't know, is basically what keeps our country afloat.
Yeah.
They loan us money because how much dollars are we in debt?
We're like trillions of dollars.
Yeah, we're trillions and trillions in debt. And why do you think we're still staying functioning? Because the Federal Reserve keeps giving us money.
Yeah.
But what does that mean? That we're under their control.
Yep.
You know, they can manipulate. They could just decide to just take the Federal Reserve away, and our country will just collapse.
Damn.
And so they have their hands in all these banks, dude. And so it's just like, you know, like I think the people that are really at the top, they're not on the news.
No, they're,
you know, like the Rothschilds.
Yeah.
The Rothschilds are like it's the family that basically owns the Federal Reserve.
Yeah, they don't need to be in the news.
No one even knows who the Rothschilds are. You know, look up the Rothschilds on YouTube. It's amazing how calculated and how smart they were.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
The way that the Rothschilds actually like became the Rothschilds and like became so rich and the wealthiest is, I guess it was during the French War. It was some crazy war, right? And one of the Rothschilds, they're connected, dude. They're all over. Like their family is everywhere now. But at the time, I guess one of them, so they flew pigeons.
Yeah, and with the messages, right?
Yes,
yeah.
They flew pigeons with the messages. And so one of them was like in war, and so he was on the ground and he knew who won what war.
Yeah.
You know? And so, you know how like people invest money in certain things, and if they lose the war, then all that money that people are putting in the stock will go down.
It. Yeah.
And so they had one guy that was on the floor, and then one guy was actually an investor.
Yeah.
Person that bet on the stocks and all that. Or a banker.
Yeah.
A banker. And so what they did, dude, is so genius, is once the guy on the field found out that whoever lost the war or won the war, he wrote down on a little note.
Put on the pigeon.
And said, bet on these stocks. These other ones are going to crash, but these two stocks that I'm putting on here are going to skyrocket. Put all your money on them. And so he sent that pigeon back, dude, and that guy got the message, dumped all his money into the stocks, and those stocks, like, skyrocketed, dude.
Damn.
And they just became, like, they basically had everyone's money. And then from there, they just invested in banking, and they're just money, dude. You know?
Damn.
Just follow the money. That's it.
Yep.
Yep.
Follow the trail.
No one's following me. I ain't got nothing.
Same, bro.
I know, man. But, hey, man, we're getting deep. It's just crazy that...
Better watch what we say.
It's funny because it doesn't even surprise me.
I know.
And people want to say, oh, you guys are talking crazy. You guys are, like, conspiracy theorists, or you guys are...
But, like, look at Alex Jones, bro.
Yep.
He's got kicked off of Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Because, like, he has to know something.
Because he was
getting close.
What was it for? Because he was he was encouraging violence or something. Or
yeah.
But dude, I've seen way worse stuff on YouTube. I've seen people that are just putting out like.
Whack.
You get even on Twitter, you see all kinds of horrible stuff.
Yeah, but
what are the odds that he's like just that person's literally banned from everything?
Yeah.
You know, like Alex Jones. Don't get me wrong, he's crazy, dude.
He's a crazy.
He's nuts. If you guys don't know who Alex Jones is, watch the Joe Rogan podcast with him. Him and Eddie Bravo. He's crazy, but there's like that's a price you gotta pay to know all that stuff. You know, he's probably knows everything, but he's just going crazy because it's like,
damn.
You know what I mean? And it's funny because like remember they're trying to fact check him on Joe Rogan. Because he'll say something totally out there, huh? And they're like, dude, what?
Yeah, Joe Rogan's like, Jamie, look that up. And they look it up, and it's like, the first thing that pops up is what he said.
I know. He's like, section 80.2 is actually, this document says this.
I was like, damn.
I know, dude. And
like, it's funny how they just stopped. They're like, whoa, before you get on.
Because he'll just get on a ramble.
Yeah.
And he goes crazy, and people only see him going crazy. Like there's memes of him like where he's like, I'm retarded. Like there's a meme out there of him just like saying that, and it's hilarious. So when you see that and that's all they show you, you think this guy's just a freaking idiot.
Yeah.
But he's like, and he's one of the guys that probably was talking too much or
saying something close.
Yeah, you know, and it's like I said, man, you gotta if you silence someone, then they can't hurt you.
Yeah.
You know, if you take someone's voice away, they can't hurt you. they can't do nothing. Like with Epstein, case closed.
Right then.
They said that's it. Everything that was on him closed. Any further? How convenient, huh? All these girls. There was like 50 girls, dude, that were gonna come out and tell all kinds of stories. You know, I mean, stories. Any girl could just tell stories, but it's more than that. It's more than just testimonies.
Just the truth.
Yep. That laptop probably. You know, and what are they gonna do with that laptop now?
Keep it in the locker or give it over to the feds.
Yeah.
So.
It is what it is. Yeah.
Rip.
I don't. It's hard because like, the more you know, the more.
Like, the more you know about like all the corruption in the world, and it's just like
it's almost like I could see like. It's like people that don't know nothing or they don't even know what the heck we're talking about or anything. It's like almost better for them in a way because they don't even. What you don't see won't hurt you, you know?
What mama don't know don't hurt.
But then that's a problem. People are fine with just being told fake lies and going through their life. And they're afraid to like accept the truth and actually look into it. And they're like, oh, wait, my favorite actor really is like a psycho person or in the freaking Illuminati or something. You know what I mean? People don't want to accept that. Like, oh, but he's in my favorite movie.
Rip.
Or, you know.
Yeah, it's
all these.
Like, they can't do no wrong.
They can't do no wrong. Yeah.
You just see one side of like the role they play and that's it.
It's genius, dude.
Yeah.
Because they'll get this actor to play all these awesome movies or something. And they get everyone to love them because they're like a hero. And then all of a sudden that actor will be pushing some political agenda. And it could be something that's like not good.
Yeah.
That people don't even look into. But just because they say it.
Yeah, it must be.
They're like, oh, but it's Leonardo DiCaprio. He can't do no wrong. He was on the Titanic.
I love this performance.
He saved all those drowning people. See, but that's the mentality, dude.
Yeah.
That's the mentality.
It's true. It's true.
Let's switch it up. We're getting dark. Just kidding.
I know, we better watch what we say before Against the Grain gets off the grid, dude.
Yeah, dude.
So, what would your favorite music, like concert, like festival, music festival concert, you would say you share?
My favorite moment?
Yeah.
Let's see, man. Probably at EDC 2014. That was the first and last time I ever went in 2014. I had just turned 21.
Damn, boy.
And I had never been to Vegas before that.
Yeah.
And I did it purposely.
You went crazy. You went crazy.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to go to Vegas and go to Circus and just be on the freaking thing the whole time. Like, I want to go to Vegas, and we stayed there for 5 nights. I went with a big old crew, dude.
You got the squad up.
Don't ever go 5 nights in Vegas ever. I'm telling you, no one can do it unless you're like a
Zach
robot.
No, just
Hangover, you'll end up like the Hangover. You'll wake up with a tiger in your kitchen. But no, so I think at EDC it was like the second night.
Yeah.
And I think it was Calvin Harris that was doing the set, and it was at I think it was called the Circuit Grounds, Kinetic Field or something like that. They have all these names.
I'm not really good.
But it was the stage that had like a big tunnel like that, and then the DJ's right here, and then it's a big like tent like tunnel thing.
Yeah.
And then all the people are underneath it.
Like in the documentaries they do.
Yeah. And we were right in the front, like on the side of like the part that goes up.
Yeah.
And I was with like one of my best friends, Laguna. And you know how like when you're with your friends and you guys just get each other all hyped up and riled up, and your friend does something and you do it and you guys are just like feeding off each other's energy. And dude, out of nowhere, Laguna just decides to jump this fence, dude. And he starts climbing up on the stage. Dude, I see my best friend do that. I'm like, I'm all in, dude. Let's do it. If you're going down, I'm going down with you because I'm here with you, bro. And I wasn't thinking, you know what I mean? I just jumped up. And, dude, he just stays climbing, dude. And I'm right behind him like, oh, God, dude. And we're looking up, and we're hearing the music, dude.
So you're just vibing.
All of a sudden, I look down, bro, and there's thousands of people underneath us. And we're hanging from the stage.
Damn.
Calvin Harris is right there, dude. And we're just having the time of our life, dude. It was scary though, because there's a picture of us. He has a picture of us. I'll try and find it.
Yeah.
And it's us. We're like, I don't even know how he took a selfie, dude. And there's just millions of people behind us, dude.
That's so crazy.
I know. And the good thing for us is like once we did it, like we started like a chain reaction,
so
and all the people were just like, ah, and so all over the stages, everyone just started climbing, dude. So we didn't have to worry about like us, like guards or anyone getting us.
Security not.
And so, yeah, dude, it was sick. So that was probably the best moment, dude. Because Calvin Harris, yeah, I liked him. People say he's mainstream, whatever, but that was the funnest set ever.
I bet.
And I saw him at Coachella too. I think he closed at Coachella when I went.
Yeah.
Again, dude, that guy, and he doesn't talk at all.
No?
No, which is good. He just plays music. Some DJs, they'll play a song for 30 seconds. They're like, yeah, all right, well, 3, 2, 1, ah, and then just do that the whole time.
Yeah.
He just flows and he mixes. And that's like what makes a true DJ, you know, is you can mix songs and make them flow into each other. Not just stop it, play another track, stop it, play another track.
So he's just out there vibing with everyone too. Getting the energy of the place and just...
What about you, dude? Tell me about do you have a favorite moment? Like a concert or something?
It's probably 2017 for the Damn Tour, dude. I saw Kendrick in LA, which was sick, dude, in the Staples Center.
Damn.
You got pretty good seats too, so like right next to the
stage. That's sick, dude.
Dude, that was one of the best experiences because I went by myself, not knowing anyone. I Ubered to the Staples Center, dude.
That's some real stuff.
I was lost, bro. I was asking people like, "Hey, where do I go?" Like,
was that
the VIP?
That was
whatever.
See, that probably had a lot to do with why that was the funnest time of your life because you were by yourself.
The crazy part, like the people in front of me were like the next seats, like the people getting like their VIP whatever stuff, like your name down, and they're like, "Oh yeah," like the lady's like, "Yeah, you're sitting right next to these guys, so you have to take them off." He's like, "Come on, bro, like, let's do this." I'm like, "Woo, let's go," you know. Woo!
How old are you, dude?
Fresh out of high school, dude. I was like, what, 18?
That's dope.
18, bro. Just it's like, and it was crazy.
How was the energy? Wasn't he with Travis Scott at that tour?
Travis Scott opened up for him.
I'm so jealous, dude. I love Travis Scott.
Travis Scott came out and I was all nervous because he comes out and he's like, "I'm here to rage." Like he's yelling.
Bro.
I was all ripped. I just get on my chair, bro. Security can't stop everyone, dude. We're just jamming, bro. Just like, he jumps on this bird floating over the stage. It's just,
that's sick.
Eddie,
Travis Scott's good at moving a crowd.
And he knows how to play. He knows how to work his stage and the concert, dude. Like the vibes.
He's found his sound, dude, with the auto-tune.
Oh, the auto-tune
sounds.
I thought that's the only thing I was kind of skeptical at first. Like, oh, Travis, I hope he sounds good.
But his voice sounds like trash.
It sounds sick, dude. Exactly like it.
That's dope.
And then,
didn't you meet Kendrick at that concert?
No, the one he came here. I met him when he came here, but I like that concert better than the one he came here. It was just vibe.
But you got to meet him here, so that was the best part of that. And then actually.
Yeah.
How was he when you met him?
Dude, so
was he cocky? Was he like
dude,
bugged?
He was like just a mellow dude, bro. Just
like reserved.
Chill. Yeah, very. Thinks a lot. You could tell he's just always thinking.
Right. Like he thinks before he talks.
Exactly. He just he'll look at you. I walked in, he looked at me, and I kind of thought, because I had my red Damn shirt, and so we waited in the LA one before at the pop-up shop he had. So we waited like 6 hours, dude.
You went to a pop-up shop in LA?
Yeah.
You got it?
Right before the
People make money off that,
dude.
huh?
Oh yeah, dude, just turn around and sell out.
My brother was saying that he has friends that go there and they'll buy a shirt, sell it for $500.
Dude, that stuff's easy money.
Yep. And so he recognized, he knew that was one of his
shirt
shirts.
you can only buy at that pop-up shop because each pop-up shop he did, he would have one shirt that represented that one one city. So the LA one, California, was red. So when I wore it when he came here, and he was just like, "How do you get that shirt?" And I was like, "I saw you, I think it was August 6th or something, in the Damn Tour." He's like, he kind of getting a look. He's like, "Damn, it's crazy how much fans will travel just to see me." It was
it was inspiring for him to see how much he influences people.
It was pretty cool too, because you're always listening to him on the radio or on just on my mix.
Well, it probably made him realize I don't just have surface level fans. I have people who really
care.
Yeah, people who
dig deep in my lyrics.
Exactly.
And,
not just I'm here to just see this guy who did this song Swimming Pools.
Or humble. Yeah, it's I think it was. He was one of his. I think it's cool to see artists when they see that stuff, or kind of meet people like that, because it gives them a different perspective of how he's reaching people in any art. You know, even like, hey, like this could mean a lot to someone.
Yeah.
You know?
That's true.
So that's a crazy part. But like, back to the LA story. So, at the end of that concert, my phone died. And I couldn't call my Uber. And I went to like this hotel across by the Staples Center. And like, dude, thank the Lord that the lady had a charger, bro. Charged it up, I like got it to like 5%.
Some lady that was there?
Like the worker.
Oh my god, dude.
Dude, I was like, please.
It's scary.
But I was like,
phone, you're screwed.
I'm in LA, bro.
What are you gonna do, dude?
And like, you know, after a concert, it's just packed. And people especially that concert was just
Ubers, and you're just like,
oh my god. Like, and I let my phone charge to 5%, bro. Called the Uber. Got the Uber, dude, and my phone's like at 1%. I'm like running around looking for him, calm, and then like I see him in the middle of the road, bro. Thank the Lord. Hop in.
Wow.
So you Brandon? Yep. That was all. That was all. You're the best,
Thank you, Jesus.
Oh, you're the best, bro. Dude, I was like having so much anxiety because I was just seeing everybody just walking around, dude. Just.
Yeah, you have those panic attacks, dude. It could go south easy.
I know, dude.
How are those concerts? Is there like any fights or anything?
Dude, no, everyone's just vibing, bro.
That's dope.
But it was pretty cool. No one was like beefing, nothing.
Have you ever been in a fight?
Yeah, a long time ago. In 8th
like
grade.
when? Yeah, last week.
Rip. No, just kidding. That was like in 8th grade.
8th grade?
Yeah.
What happened? Who were you picking on? I'm
No,
just kidding.
Some guy like racked me in that church.
He kicked you in the nuts?
Yeah, I think he had a lanyard and he like kind of hit me when I was in paying attention. So like, kind of like just
don't mess with the jewels, dude.
You can't, dude. Those are the families.
Gotta protect your kids. Hey, you gotta fight for your kids.
Dude, for real.
So what happened? Did you give him the 3-piece?
3-piece and the Slurpee, dog. Yeah, I was nothing too big. It was like 2 punches thrown.
2 punches?
Both connected.
Nice.
So it's like
1-2?
There's more of the 2 left.
How did it feel?
Kind of hurt.
Did it hurt your hands?
Yeah, I think I threw the first. The second one felt good.
If you're not clenching your fists all the way, your fingers could break easy.
See what I think I did because I messed up I think I had my thumb like out instead. Like I didn't clench my thumb, so it was like that. I threw it. But the second one
connected pretty good.
Yeah. No,
you seem like such a nice guy, dude. I can't imagine you ever fighting. And that's good though that you haven't fought like since that thing, you know.
I feel like the only time to fight is if it's like life or death, really.
Mm-hmm. To protect someone.
Protect someone, like you know. If you can't, I feel like if you can't use like just like it sounds cliche, just use your words to like calm the situation down.
Yeah, you can always de-escalate the situation.
You can always, no matter what.
You can.
But like people sometimes just
the pride thing, dude.
Pride, and they think they're freaking John Jones.
People just don't want to be made fun of, or people just want to just prove something to the you know, they probably don't got nothing going on in their life, so they just feel like that's their time to dig a shot.
And it's like kind of like clickbait too at the same time. Yeah, makes sense. It's like you really don't need to fight over some stupid thing, you know. Like half the fights you see are like stupid.
Yeah.
Like how we were talking about, we just saw you see him like on that thing or on like Twitter or Instagram, like these are like the stupidest fights.
Yeah, you watch them and you almost feel like, because you know those people get hurt, dude.
Oh, dude, for sure.
Like looking back, I'm like,
while people get hurt in the UFC and they're bouncing off a mat, imagine off that asphalt. Like,
yeah, I think me and you have both changed a lot. Like, well, I've been in fights, dude.
I know you
like
have.
Growing up, I've been. And I was never the person starting them, man. I don't know why. I think a lot of it happened, like, I've gotten like 6 fights, dude. And they've all happened, like, at a party scene or something like that.
It's always at the worst scenes, bro.
Yeah, it's always in a place that I put myself in, and I asked for it. Exactly. You know? And like, whenever I was a senior or even going into college, I was like one of the smaller guys, you know what I mean? And I had a lot of older friends. A lot of my friends were like 3 years older than me.
Yeah.
And so whenever I was like 17, 18, I was like I was going to parties like with people that were like way older than me. So they look at me and they're like, "Who's this little chump?"
Yeah.
You know? And like I remember like I think the last fight I got into, bro, was like when I had just got out of high school. I think it might have been my senior year. And it was like, do you remember whenever Lobo Village first opened up?
It was like, oh, big old.
It was like the biggest thing. Like that was just like party central.
Yeah.
And we were cool with the security guards. Like, we just ran it, dude. Like, and we just knew people that...
Yeah.
Like, the party just didn't stop. And it was like... I went with like my crew, and we were all hanging out. We knew a girl that lived there.
Yeah.
And this guy, dude, was like kind of like bullying me all night, like kind of picking on me. He was throwing shade at me, and I was like, kind of brushed it off a couple times, you know what I mean? Yeah. And like he dropped like the bottle, like he accidentally dropped the bottle, and it like landed like on the floor, like right in front of me. And he's like, "That shot's for you, punk." Or he just said something so stupid. Yeah, and I just looked at him like, "Who is this guy?" And this guy is like 26. Like these are older people, and I'm only like 18. Like, you know, this guy just thinks he's way better than me. Like, who's this chump? And all night, dude, he's throwing me shade. And finally, like towards the end of the night, he was sitting right next to me, like on the chair. Like we were both sitting on a couch next to each other, and he was just like leaning over, like kind of like he was just looking at me, dude. And I said, "Hey, don't be passing out, bro." Or I said something like just kind of joking around, like trying to let him know, like,
you're cool. With
like, well, it's kind of just like, don't be falling asleep, bro, like joking. But he's like, "What did you say, bro?" And he got in my face. Damn. He said, "Nah, this guy's thinks he's funny." Dude, you know how you have those moments where you just know it's going to go south? You know, you have that feeling right before you're about to fight.
Yeah, you just like...
And it's happening, you know? And I had a drink at the time, and I gave it to my cousin. I was with Matt Adams. I was with Tim Henry. Yeah. I was with Laguna. Like, I had all my close friends with me. And I just said, "Hey, man, hold this." Like, I handed it to him. And this guy stood up, bro. Like, he was ready. And we both, like, kind of shoved. He pushed me, and I, like, pushed him back. Yeah. And they broke us up, dude. And they broke us up, and I had all these people holding me. And he had, like, maybe one person holding him. And finally, like, that one person let go of him, and he's like, all right. He's like, "I want to shake this guy's hand." He's like, "I want to make peace." And so they're like, everyone's like, okay. And everyone, like, they kind of stayed holding on to me. Like, I just had one free arm. And he goes up to me to shake my hand, dude. And right when he goes to shake my hand, dude, he cocks back with all his might, dude, and just pops me. Right in the face, dude. Right in the face. And my head was, like, actually, like, caddy corner, like right on the corner of a wall. So when he connected, I hit twice. Like, he hit my face, he cut my eye open, and then the back of my head hit the corner of the wall. So it was just like, doo-doosh. And I had like, everyone was holding me, so it was just a free punch for this guy. And my eye's bleeding, dude. He got a clean cut on my eye. And so anyways, like, that guy's like, "We're out of here." And they, like, left. And supposedly, like, him and his friends were just hanging out at the bottom stairs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And everyone's like, "Josh, like, dude, that guy just cheap shotted you." You know what I mean? Like, just don't get down, you know, on yourself, you know? And I was just in the bathroom cleaning up my eye, dude. Like, my eye was just bleeding, dude.
Yeah, just like, down.
Yeah, and I was just angry because, like, he just got a free punch on me, you know? And I had pride, you know? I didn't want to let it go. And I finally got the blood to stop on my eye, and it was like maybe 5 minutes. And my adrenaline was flowing, dude. And I told everyone, like, my close friends, I'm like, they're like, "He's down there." And I said, "All right, show me where he's at." I'm like, "We're gonna do this. We're gonna fight face to face." I said, "This is gonna happen." I said, "You guys, you know, have my back if anyone jumps in.
Yeah.
You guys gotta have my back if someone's gonna cheap shot me, because we don't trust these guys."
Yeah.
You know, these are 20-some-year-old guys. Who knows what they're about?
Yeah.
And so they showed me. They're like, "He's downstairs," and I just went down there, dude. I was like, Rocky. I was ready. I was pissed because my eye was, you know, I was messed up, dude. And I finally get down there, and I'm like, "You think you're tough, like, getting a cheap shot?" You know, I'm just saying, like, my words. I'm like, "How tough are you by yourself, going toe to toe?" And he's like, "What?" He's like, "You want some more or something?" And dude, like, have you ever seen Spider-Man?
Yeah.
The first one?
Yeah.
You know, whenever the bully throws the punch and it's like goes right past his face and he's looking at it like,
yeah.
That's how it was, dude. He just cocked back with all his might, dude, and it was just like slow motion. And like, me as a wrestler, bro, like, I'm good at like reading like body movement, you know. So I saw the direction he was gonna go, and it was exactly like Conor McGregor, Jose Aldo, dude. I just dodged it perfect, and with just one punch, I just connected right on his chin, dude. And he just buckled, dude. He buckled hard. And he was able to, like, get back up, and he was still trying to fight me, and I just started kneeing him, dude. I just, like, started kneeing him, and that was it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was like, "You think you're tough picking on..." I was like, I was like, you're not so tough for a 26-year-old. And I was just like saying whatever. Because I was a little kid, dude.
Yeah, you just...
And I finally got back at him, and he was just like kind of bleeding or whatever, and he was out of it. And that was when I grabbed the posse. I'm like, we gotta go. And then we all just left, dude. And
damn.
You know, that's just growing up, dude. Learning experiences.
Exactly.
Like looking back, I mean, it was a fight, you know?
Yeah.
And it happened, and I would never put myself in that situation now.
Yeah.
You know? Like now, if I feel like someone's like starting to talk crap to me, or if I'm in a situation, I just leave, dude.
It's not worth it.
Yeah, like the party, like I don't even go to parties anymore. Like, and if I do, it's like for like birthday parties or whatever. But I'm smart enough to just walk away now.
You gotta be, and like a lot of people would just be like, "Oh, he's scared," but it's like, nah, it's like, it's more of a level of maturity than anything.
Yep.
You know.
So that's true.
Why get in a fight when you have like a good career or whatever, and the cops come?
Yeah, that's it, dude. It's over.
Yeah.
You know, if you could punch someone and they hit the concrete and they might die, dude.
You don't know. You don't know what the other person has, like underlying conditions, or if they, you know.
Yeah.
Don't know.
I know.
Like that boxer who just recently died, I think a few weeks ago, out after his match.
Yeah. What's his name?
I forgot.
His name. Where was he from? Or?
I don't know where he's from. But even his coaches threw in a towel, dude, and just died later in the hospital. Like, and he's a professional boxer, you know.
That's scary. See, that's the difference between boxing and MMA. Like, people think that even though MMA is more bloody and, like, you see guys with cuts and stuff.
Yeah.
The people in boxing get way more brain damage.
Because it's a constant, repetitive, just...
Yeah, they don't get knocked out. They just keep getting hit over and over and over and over. Compared to an MMA, you get in one little scuffle, get knocked out. It's just one hit.
Yeah.
You know?
And the refs are pretty good at making sure it's, like, you're not getting hit overly. Like...
Unless it's Herb Dean.
Dude, Herb Dean's my guy, though, dude. I love Herb.
If Herb's the ref, rip to whoever's fighting. There's some fights coming up.
Oh, yeah, we got...
Wait, it's UFC,
I forgot what the...
Nate Diaz.
Nate Diaz and
Anthony Pettis.
And DC, Miocic.
Miocic. I just say Stipe Miocic. I'm probably saying it wrong.
How do you say Stipe?
Stipe Michi.
Stipe Little Michi.
All right, let's call it right now. Predictions. Let's start with Nate Diaz, Anthony Pettis.
Anthony Pettis runs into the... I think it's 3 rounds, so I think it's going to go in Anthony Pettis in decision.
That 3 rounds makes a difference, huh?
Oh, yeah.
For Anthony Pettis in his favor.
Yeah.
Because I think if it was 5 rounds, Nate Diaz, he progressively gets better.
Yeah, look at all the McGregor fights he has. Those are the most recent ones. McGregor will put on a show for the first and second round. And then the third round, like, Nate Diaz comes back like a new fighter. Like, he's like, I think the more he gets punched, the better he gets, dude.
That's true.
Like,
he's like a zombie, dude. The Diaz, he's never been TKO'd. He's never been knocked out.
Yeah.
And to have a career that long and never be knocked out,
yeah.
That's insane. That's a record. I mean, I feel who else has that?
Hugo Sanchez. He's a Jedi. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
That man's a wild man.
I know.
So you gotta keep me up in my box.
We're gonna get him on the podcast.
We have to. Do you know who's really chill though? We see Carlos Condit.
Carlos Condit's a cool guy.
He's a really cool dude.
Yeah.
He's like down to earth, you know.
He stays to himself. He's real mellow.
Seems like a really good dude.
We saw him at the United game not too long ago.
That was crazy, huh? Go to United game.
Oh my gosh! If you guys haven't been to United game in New Mexico, it's the semi-pro soccer team.
Yeah.
Dude, from going to an Isotopes game to that.
Night and day,
my
bro.
god, dude! Everyone's going crazy, freaking smoke in the sky, dude. Everyone's walking around double fisting.
Dude, we saw like everyone double fisting.
We were like the only people like without drinks. Everyone's going nuts.
Everyone just like, I was like, damn.
It was fun. It had such good energy.
It had a really good.
They're gonna do good. I hope they. I heard that if they stay winning, they could be a pro team.
That'd be cool. I think it's good for Albuquerque to have like a winning organization.
Yeah.
You know, because
besides fighting.
Yeah, besides fighting.
Like a pro team.
I'm saying stuff like they have
like
here
football,
in
all this stuff, yeah.
You know, like we need more stuff like that to get people out. And I think we need to start supporting like more like local sports, like UNM, even though like they don't do as good as they have.
Having that crowd there probably makes a difference of them doing good.
Oh, I bet, yeah, because they have something to play for every week in and week out, you know.
Yeah, I think like the energy that the people bring just channels through to the players.
It does. It really does. It just creates an atmosphere you want to be in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as a athlete, you just want to be in that atmosphere.
You want to do good for your people.
Exactly. You're representing Albuquerque.
I remember whenever we used to have like the home duels, the home wrestling duels.
Dude, those are sick. The lights.
I could never lose a home duel match. Like, I mean, I lost like a couple throughout my whole high school career.
Yeah.
But like, I did so much better, dude. Just with my whole city all there watching me.
And you're just the spotlight.
Yeah, Belen has a big, they shut off all the lights and just one spotlight right on the mat. And it's like, it's cool, man. It's pressure. You have pressure on you, but if you can channel it.
Pressure makes diamonds, baby.
That's it, baby. That's it.
That's it, dude. That's all she wrote.
That's all she wrote, man.
Yeah, but I think if more people went out to like UNM, like they'll see like how hard these athletes work, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And like even though they're on scholarship or whatever, still like they still make a big commitment. That's like a job. College sports is like a job. People don't understand that.
That's true.
Know? So I think we need to give them just go hit up some UNM games.
Yeah, we do, man. I mean, even if it's not a sport you're into,
anything,
you might get into.
And you could keep like some of those sports alive by just going look at all the cuts they had at UNM now.
That's why UNM doesn't have a wrestling team, or actually that's not why. But if UNM did have a wrestling team, I feel like everyone would go.
I think that'd be cool.
With as big as MMA following we have here.
Yeah, that'd be cool, huh? Imagine. Oh, yeah.
And then a duel in the pit.
That'd be sick.
I mean, you don't think John Jones and all them would promote that?
Oh yeah, they would.
They'd be at every one.
Something to do here.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, I think we need more of that kind of stuff, and like what we're talking about is like community.
Yeah.
Maybe, helping the community out. Maybe we'll say it. We won't say it on this podcast because we just barely started talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
But start saying a date at the end of the month or something.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea, man.
Do community.
Let's take this movement and let's do something with it. You know, this is what we're doing right now. I mean, we're just talking, but we want to do all these actions outside of here.
Exactly.
You know, we're not just people that talk. We're people that do.
Exactly.
You know, and I want our actions. Words. Yeah, I want us to do more than what we're saying on here.
Exactly.
You know, I want us to go out there, and I want us, if we could get a group of even 15, 20 people all in one community and serve the homeless or do something cool like that.
Yeah.
That would make this podcast worth watching and worth
being a part of.
Yeah, being a part of. You know, let's do what everyone else isn't doing. Whenever everyone else is sleeping in on Saturday, let's wake up early in the morning and let's just go through a neighborhood and help pull everyone's weeds.
Yeah, or just pick up.
We could just clean a whole city out and just help people, and by doing that, we'll meet people, and we'll all get a tighter knit group. You know?
Yeah, everyone will come in closer together.
Yeah,
for the good. You know, good of the city.
It's all about doing good, man. You know, I don't know. I've been praying a lot, man. I've been praying a lot.
That's good, dude.
And that's been my energy source lately.
Yeah.
Cause I've been going through a hard time, man.
Yeah, I know.
You know, we go through things in life, and even breakups, man. We go through breakups, and you're having to deal with
added on
with not only your heart being broken and just realizing that things, just aren't meant to be, but then you're having to see, the person that you used to talk to with other people, with other guys, and you can't let that negative energy get to you, and you can't.
No, dude, you can't.
Because, and you've been there for me, man, and I've been there for you, and
exactly.
We've been like a rock in each other's lives. And I think just if we wouldn't have God in our life, and if we didn't have that shoulder to lean on, then we would probably be lost, man. We'd probably be down and out, isolated, just not doing nothing, using that as an excuse to just not go out and make friends and not do good things with our life. But you know what? Even though those some relationships don't work out and things aren't meant to be, that doesn't mean that you can't turn that into something good. And you can't, not only do you can you like make your life like be better and turn it into positivity, but you also can have peace and wish the best for that other person. And even though they're doing this stuff, or even though you're seeing them go out, or you're seeing them get involved with, you know, you still want the best for them. And that also gives you more peace, you know?
Exactly.
Even though you guys aren't together, you're still praying for that person.
Yeah.
And praying that things work out for both of you, even though you guys aren't meant to be together and things suck.
Like what Pastor Brandon said on last week. What did he say? I'm gonna jack this up. But his whole sermon was on when God says no.
Yeah.
I like when he said, I'm gonna jack this up. Where he said, God will say no to redirect you. He used like something better than that.
Mm-hmm.
But
he's basically said that God is like the lighthouse.
Yeah, he said, well, pretty much, But he used a phrase, but anyways, I forgot what he said. But it was something about redirecting. So I think when God says no to a relationship or no to something in your life, dude, that sermon was crazy. It was so good. It was. Mm-hmm. But when he says no to a relationship, he's just redirecting you to something better. It's for his plan. You know?
Exactly. God's got the higher ground.
That's exactly what he said.
So whoever has the higher ground, you know, the person at the top of the Sandia Mountains can see way farther than the person at the bottom.
Exactly.
And that's what God is doing with our lives. He might see something in your future and say, look, even though you think this is your right path and this is exactly what you're supposed to be doing, I can see ahead of you.
Yeah.
And I might make you go through this rocky part that might suck, but believe me, I'm trying to help you out. You know, I know where this road leads, and I'm trying to lead you to me.
Exactly.
You know?
Or just, not even to you, you may be with him, but he's going to put you through that season so you can touch other people's lives, or, you know, where he's going to put you where he needs you.
Yeah, exactly. He might want you to touch more people's lives than for you to just be in that relationship.
Exactly.
You know, even though you're broken hearted and that relationship doesn't work out, he might say, you know what, that's just what it's meant to be. I need you to bring the city to life. You know, I need you to go out there and do the stuff you're not able to do.
Yeah, and on that note, you guys need to go check out that sermon. It's on YouTube, When God Says No.
Oh, yeah. For Copper Point. Oh, for Wake. The Wake YouTube channel.
Yeah, go check that out. Pastor Brandon brings it down. Usually does. And
dude, and honestly, like, if you guys get a chance, go to that church and just check out the worship.
The worship's crazy.
The worship is on fire. That's like my favorite part, man. Is like whenever I'm just singing and I'm feeling the music, and like I've been to every music festival, dude. I've been to so many concerts, and none of those moments where I'm like even on that stage when I said I was seeing Calvin Harris, none of those compare to whenever I'm in church, bro, and I'm just feeling like the Holy Spirit, dude.
Like, I know, like, a lot of people will, if you talk around town, will be like Copper Point's superficial. But like when we've gone, like, we've gone for what, like, pretty consistently since like what, February?
Yeah.
And I don't think it is at all. I feel God there a lot, and I'm learning the Word more than I ever have. You know.
Yep.
I think it's just more the people. Some people say that because they don't like how things are run, but like, I don't think you should be spreading stuff like that when other people are actually getting the good word in. And there's amazing people, like all the pastors in that church, you know?
Exactly.
It's like, I don't know why people are trying to knock down a church that are actually, they make a move, you know?
Exactly.
And everyone's not perfect, don't get me wrong, but like, they're making a move and they're pursuing what God wants them to do, you know, to the best of their ability.
That's true.
It's so inspiring to see that week in and week out.
Yeah, like I just think of like churches as like places to get spiritual food.
Yeah.
Some people have preferences.
Yeah.
You know, some people might like this church and it's more small and it's more personal, and that works for them. That's awesome. Exactly. As long as they're staying in the Word and do, that's all that matters.
Yeah, as long as you're getting the fruits of God in whatever establishment you are. As long as they're teaching God, shouldn't matter where you go.
Yeah, that's true, man. And like me and you, dude, we're trying to do good, but we're not perfect.
Oh no, dude, we mess up all the time, and I call you and I tell you when I mess up, and you call me.
We mess up.
We're humans.
I mess up more than most. You know, I'll be the first to say it. Too. I fail every day. You know, I need you guys for encouragement. My dad, everyone, man. Yeah. My mom, like, just even my friends, my sister, people that, like, even just a phone call, you know what I mean? And people often think that you have to be perfect to go to church, or they're too bad to go to that place because they've done too many wrong things. But like, I just think of like Paul the Apostle.
Yeah.
He was originally named Saul.
Yeah.
And he was known for killing Christians. He was known as like the Christian killer. He hated, like, he was the one who killed Stephen in the Bible. Stephen was the first martyr for Christ.
Yeah.
He died for Jesus and openly just, you know, gave his life. He was the one who killed him.
Yeah.
And God turned Saul, he changed his name into Paul, gave him spiritual enlightenment, and he became the most radical leader ever.
Yeah.
So that's like, just that story alone should be enough inspiration for us, like, to just not feel guilty when we go in, or not think we're too bad. Because no matter what you've done wrong in your life, no matter all the things you regret, all of the people you've let down, there's someone that already paid the price for all that, you know? And he died on a cross, and he carried all the load, all the stuff that you're carrying all the time, that you think that it's only you carrying it. You don't need to, because when you come to the realization that it's already been paid for,
it's off your shoulders. You're
my gosh, dude, you feel it's just so comforting knowing that you have someone, the creator of the universe,
on your side.
Yes, and he wants it, and
he wants the best for you.
He does.
Like, people, like, as a Christian, you're like, people will be like, oh yeah, you have to be perfect when you say, like, I'm a Christian.
Yeah.
No, you're supposed to strive to be more like Jesus, and, you know, bring people to Christ and listen to 10 commandments. But we were born into sin. Yeah. People don't understand, and we have a God who has grace and love for us. You know. Yeah, he hates when we mess up, or not hates when, I shouldn't say hates when we mess up. He does not like when we mess up, but we're always that one prayer away. We could just talk to him and just be like, Lord, like, I messed up here, and I need your grace, and I need your love, and I need your help in this situation, you know? Yeah. And I don't think you need to pray all the time, even when things are bad. I think you should pray when you need to pray when things are going good, and like, thank you, Lord, for everything you do for me. And, you know, it's more like having that more relationship with God. And like, I feel like you shouldn't be getting discouraged to go to church, even if you messed up, because you're supposed to be broke when you go to church. Yeah. Everyone in that church is broken.
Yep. Like, you know? when Jesus came down, he was hanging out with the freaking with the prostitutes and all of the people in the street, dude. You know? Yeah. Because he knew that they needed God the most. You know, and people were shunning them, like, you're not good enough to go to church, all the people. Yeah. And he's like, nah. Like that, and that's going against the grain, dude.
Oh, that is, bro.
You know? Yeah. That's like, he didn't come down and was like, he was with the people, dude. He was with the people. Yeah. You know, and that's how I want to be. Like, I want people to know who I really am. And I want them to see me mess up. Yeah. Because people often paint this perfect picture that they never mess up, or that you know, you get on people's Instagram, you only see the good days.
You never see the bad.
You know, I'm gonna be open. I'll tell you about things that I've been through.
Yeah.
And, you know, maybe like hopefully you guys can connect to some of the things, or or relate to some of the things that I'm saying, and know that you're not the only one struggling in life, because we all are. We're all really, the wave is just trying to take us, you know, and we got to find a way to go against the grain. You know, that's what it's all about. Those are the people who get remembered.
Yeah.
You know, no one remembers the person that just blended in with everyone. They remember the person that went against the grain, the person that stood for something right.
Yeah.
You know? And I think that's what we're going to do, man. That's what we're trying to do. I don't
know. I think now in a day it's harder to stand for something like that.
Yeah.
You know? Everyone wants to knock you. There's always something dirt on you. But, like, people don't understand. Like, people try to change. People try... Like, we're not perfect. That's what people don't understand. When they see you follow God, they want you... They paint the picture of you're perfect already.
Yeah.
And you need to act like this. And You know?
That's true.
I'm like, well, it should be more of a, like, yeah, I'm trying to strive in this, but the only person to be perfect was our Creator, was Jesus, God. We're not perfect. We were born into sin, and I think a lot of people don't understand that, and it's just one of those things to fight.
Yeah.
Just be like, well, you think you're. It's more like you think you're better than me when it's really not. Even though some Christians or religious people think that too. It's just bad.
Yep.
You know, but like when there's someone genuine, like actually trying to be in their walk, and like you know, you always get those people. And that's like sometimes that's just the enemy, like giving you that psychological warfare.
Yeah, that's true. Every day is a struggle, man.
Every day is.
You know what? I think we don't have the dates this episode, but next episode we're gonna hit you guys with a date, and we're gonna think of something for all of us to do together. Okay?
Yeah.
We're gonna do some plotting. We're gonna do some planning. Even if it's something simple, we'll start off real simple, and we'll start putting our stuff into action.
Yeah, bro.
All right, man. I'm glad we got to end on a positive note.
I know, dude. That was a good one. Got deep.
I love you, brother.
Love you, bro.
I'll see you soon.
Let's get it.
Could be today. Could be tomorrow. Love you guys.